We fixed it, and we are so sorry that we're, about 17 minutes late, but we are live. The first ever live broadcast with Invicta at Invicta's new studios down in Florida. If you don't know me, I am Kendy. I'm your host at Shop HQ. Ryan Johnson is our expert who's going to be joining us throughout the course of the show. So basically, this is a really laid-back format. I do want to send out some thanks right away to all of you who were so patient. So to Godfather and John the Phone Guy and KSC and Smitten and Jeff Stevens and Mary and who else? Richard Oso. You guys, Howard, thank you so much for being patient. This is our first try at this, so we're thrilled that you're here. So were we impressed when we walked in the door and saw the studios, or were we impressed?
I was totally floored. I mean, this studio is absolutely amazing. It's about 20 feet tall. This actual green over here, I learned tonight. We had some of this over in the corporate office. I didn't realize it's actually alive.
It is. It is. Moss.
It's very cool. Yeah. And then there's some more back here, but it's such an awesome studio, technologically advanced. I mean, just great spaces out there. And it's going to make for a really great event here coming up over the course of the next 5 days.
Exactly. So if you guys have any questions at all for Ryan, we're not going to be able to give too much away, but what we're going to do is we're going to actually kind of do a preview of some of our picks for the first couple of days of the event, because we are going live. Typically, we do a warehouse clearance event in January. We're combining two events, so we are going to have a lot of warehouse pricing, like crazy new pricing, but we're also going to be introducing some brand new, super innovative styles as well. And I'm going to let Ryan talk about one of the pieces that's going to launch. Now, this is all going to be at Shop HQ, shophq.com tomorrow night. We kick off the event live from Florida, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's your regular power play time. So let's start with a couple of the pieces they're going to launch. This is a piece, it is my favorite sea hunter of all time.
Yes. It's a sea hunter, and it's completely modified. I mean, talking about everything from the bracelet to the case, the crown protector that goes over the bezel, and also the dial. So I'd like to call this really that third generation, Kendy. We don't have it in the cards or the notes, but I really say this is that third generation of that coveted design, that sea hunter series that stems technically from our Pro Diver collection. And so it is at 57 millimeters, but a little bit smaller on the profile. Very, very comfortable in terms of when you have the watch on your wrist. I had this on a little bit earlier, but what we have here, just this one item number. And again, this will be coming up here in the next couple of days, 7 different color choices for you. So there's just a plethora of different options available for the collectors out there who'd like to get in this collection that is now turned 12 years old from us at Invicta, being the Sea Hunter.
So Godfather wants to know if the pocket watches are going to launch tomorrow. I think tomorrow we have a markdown pocket watch. I know we do have one of the pocket watches, and then I think there's some other pocket watches on Thursday night. We don't have the whole layout, and it could change at any time. But this is honestly one of the most breathtaking designs, and I know you're used to seeing this. Is it the Shack collection?
Yeah, yep.
But we're going to go way under the Shack price. So again, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time is when we're going to go live. And if you guys have any questions on the watches, they are sweet, aren't they? But I think this might be the most color executions that we have in any watch for the whole event.
Yeah, I believe you're right, Kendy.
7 different colors, I think.
When it comes to this. And I do want to give a quick shout out to both of us too, because this is a huge event for us. And if you want to find out the latest, some of the hot watches are going to be coming up during this 5-day event that kicks off tomorrow and goes through Thursday. You have to follow us on social media. Kendy, you can follow on social media, Instagram. If you already have on your tablet, your phone, go to that Instagram page and type in Kendy TV host. Give her a follow on there. Do the same thing with me while you're there. Very simple to follow me. It's Invicta Ryan, and that's on Instagram, Facebook, and also Twitter. We will be posting. We'll do some behind-the-scenes stuff. We'll do some live. And, you know, there's actually something really big coming up on Monday night, too, that we'll talk about on Instagram just a little bit later.
There's something big coming up every night, to be honest with you. Big values in terms of warehouse clearance and really great innovative pieces. So Antonio wanted to know if the prices, I think was it Antonio? No, Dave Camp wanted to know if the prices are good tonight. They are not. They will go active tomorrow. And for every single day, there will be pieces that will be active for the entire event. But if I were you, if there's a watch that you really want to have, follow us on Instagram. We'll let you know when those specific watches are launching. And it's typically with those shows that the prices launch. So there might be a sale price at shophq.com, but for the actual show, we're doing a lot of what we call this show only pricing. So you've got to tune in for the show. Let's see here. What movement on the Sea Hunter?
The Sea Hunter, I believe, is the Z60. It's a Swiss, yes, Swiss Z60 from Ronda in all these different executions out there. So it's a tried, true, and tested movement out there that dates all the way back to 2013 when we launched this watch and worked on it actually with Ronda out of Switzerland to develop this watch, including some of your favorite features being the time, the dates of the month, the day of the week, and then also that 30-minute chronograph is all part of these movements operated on a battery.
So we're going to go a little out of order, Justin. Justin is our man on the move. So we're actually going to go to the Venom Gen 3 next,
right.
which is...
Not Justin Zimmer, to be clear.
No, not Justin Zimmer. Justin Zimmer is just flying in.
Yep. JP.
This
we'll
is
say
JP
is our producer
not
tonight.
JZ.
Yes.
But we're going to go to 682191, the Venom Gen 3 next, which is way back there.
Okay.
I'm just going to let everybody know. And you'll get closer looks at these when we get into the shows tomorrow night. Let's see, Hi the Bearded Servant, and Vinny, and Herb, and who else have we got here? Is this taking place of the cruise? Well, nobody's cruising right now. I wouldn't say that this is taking place of the cruise. This is taking place of the typical January warehouse clearance event.
Yes.
And we will have some warehouse clearance pricing. Believe me, I've seen it. It's out of this world fantastic. But we're going to focus on innovations as well. So just want to take you on a little tour. Maybe, Ryan, I'll let you...
to walk back?
Yeah, I guess we can just kind of walk back. Marie might be coming in and moving desks around. We're not sure what's going to go on. Let's see. Hi to Jill. Philly is in the building. Trap is in the building. I know there's big surprises every night. We're not going to preview what's happening every night, just so you know. Who else have we got here?
Shout here.
There's the wall here, by the way. So this, by the way, is the gallery. This is the Invicta Gallery. This is where you're going to see most of our shows take place. It is quite stunning. And remember, everything is brand new. This will be our first live broadcast from this particular building. So it was, gosh, how long ago was it, Ryan? About 2 months ago that we introduced the first double open heart in a Venom. It was in a Venom hybrid.
Yes.
I know Bob...
It was back in September, actually. So
okay.
It was a few months ago.
So Bob unboxed it. A lot of you own it. So for this event, since the double hearts have been so outstanding, and a lot of you, Venom Kevin, a lot of you love your Venoms, we're going to introduce a brand new Venom in a Gen 3 for the first time with the double open heart. This will also debut tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern during Power Play.
Yep.
But the strap on this is so cool. And again, this is the gallery area where you're going to see us do many of our live broadcasts. And Justin is on the way. JP is already here. Wish we could turn the camera around and show JP and everybody. But let's get into this piece because the Venom Gen 3 has been a huge hit. This strap is fantastic.
Yes, so there's a lot that really goes along with this, and we're going to have 4 different color executions. So it is a Generation 3, and so when we talk about this, a Generation case design, but then the bezel is comprised of 20 individual components. We have the outer ring, the inner ring, the 6 different bricks that make up those 10-minute increments, and then 12 individual screws all make up this design. But I believe this is the 3rd timepiece then that we have actually included in this double open heart. I mean, it is just visually captivating. You see it. You see the double barrels that are moving back and forth that carry along. And then another great feature is right up at the very top of the dial is we include in that power reserve for this timepiece all the way up to 40 hours. And outside of this movement, the last time I remember us having a mechanical automatic movement that actually included in a power reserve, Kendy, was back in 2012 when we were down in on the island, Staniel Key, and we had the NE20 from TMI, and that had a power reserve on it. So this is a special movement out there. Customers love it. Kendy mentioned Bob. He actually did the unboxing for the Venom Hybrid that we had, and Bob has bought over 1,000 Invicta timepieces. And I think it might still currently be at the very top of his list of his favorite timepiece that he owns. So, and I think that really speaks to something out there. And one final thing, Kendy, is you mentioned the strap. The strap is a silicone strap. Venom started out on a polyurethane strap. This is silicone now, and with that, we actually include in a leather topping that is stitched in too, to just make it so unique and just so innovative. I think on this version here, you'd be able to see it the best because we have that contrast of that blue leather that goes on top of that white silicone.
All right, well, again, some more shout outs. One to Dickerson. Rico is in the house now. I think I already said Vinny. Don Juan, again, we're so thrilled that you're doing so well. I do want to remind you that the pricing will not go active until much later tonight into tomorrow. Many of the prices will not actually go active until tomorrow, and then for each show as well. We're going to walk over and take a look at this amazing sculpture that we have. So we're gonna go over here to the Octopus, guys, and I think we're back in the right order again, 682-558 for everybody. Comment below, and we will certainly try to answer as many questions as we can. Hi again to Bob. Bob is actually wearing his double open heart right now. He is saying, there are a couple of Jills out there watching. Godfather's loving the Venom, and the gray strap is pretty cool. We all agree. We do have a packed house tonight, 200 people on the chat right now.
Great.
That's fantastic, you guys. So we're going to probably go a little bit later than we had planned on originally going, just because we have a lot more to show you, and we got a little bit of a late start here today. And oh, by the way, they're telling me I'm echoing, guys. So should I just talk more quiet, maybe? Maybe if I talk more quiet, it's better. I don't know. What?
We're up.
They're telling me I'm echoing. I'm echoing. It's a giant studio, that's why. So we're working the bugs out tonight, everybody. All right, so what on earth are you standing in front of?
Well, the thing is, we have this great relationship with Ronda. We just talked about that movement, Kendy, that Z60. So Ronda's a company out of Switzerland that's been around since 1946. They originally started with the manufacturing of just watch components for high-end Swiss-made mechanical movements. And then after so many years, they started to create some of their own calibers. Well, it was nearly 3 decades because they really got into the quartz revolution. It was nearly 3 decades until they came out with something new in terms of the mechanical line out there. So, meaning a movement without a battery. And actually, this horse right here, if you've seen the video before, with the huge debut of the Meccano R150, this horse was a part of that video out there. And so, as
they're
you can
calling it
see,
the Invicta Unicorn.
Yeah.
And Vinny wants to build a model of the Ronda Horse.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Isn't that cool?
But you'll be able to see, this is just massive. I'm 6 feet tall, and you'll be able to see, this thing is probably nearing about 10 feet tall here just alone. This is just really, really cool, and it's a fun part to have with the studio here with us.
Now, the Octopus that you're looking at right
Yes.
now, that tourbillon is kind of a bring back from many, many years ago.
Yes.
I know some of you have it. I believe that Michael has this from the Invictaholics, if I'm not mistaken. That's not going to be until Monday night. So now we're kind of moving into a Monday night preview of what you're going to see on Monday evening. Let's see here. Antonio's saying he's going to go broke. John Urban wants to know if there's an R150. Oh, he's talking about the R150. Let's see here. Looks as if Enrique has about 7 timepieces. He's looking to add more. You will find more to add. Are there any new watches for the ladies? I've only gotten a glimpse of the first couple of days. There is a brand new one we're going to show to you in a little bit, a Bolt Zeus graffiti, and we've got one in pink.
Yes,
so we do have a brand new Bolt Zeus graffiti for the ladies. What else? Oh, it's not new, but I think it's tomorrow night. I'll be posting, so just watch for my post. Go to my Instagram at Kendy TV Host. That's Kendy TV Host. We are taking I don't know if you've seen it or not, a sub 3. It's going to be one of the warehouse clearances on a 42mm sub 3 for the women.
Very nice.
And it's, what was that? Okay, Justin's telling us JP is telling us we have to move on. So we're going to move on here.
So real quick, when it comes to this Russian diver, it was actually back in September 2012 that we debuted a similar model of this. So it's been, or 2013, so it's been almost 8 years, Kendy, since we've had something like this out. So it is something truly special. It is that 52mm with the tourbillon, with the Octopus for the embossed dial on the inside. This watch is going to be a hit here when it debuts.
All right, so we're going to spin Ben and JP around, because we're going to go into the loft next. All right. It looks like we're going to be in DC world, but in fact we're not. We're going to be in Marvel world because we have a brand new, can we move and groove, guys? Yeah. We have a brand new Marvel piece coming up for you, which is, I think, if not the first, the second ever Marvel done in a DNA, and the price is going to be, what was that, honey? Last four, the Marvel is 683-404. 683-404, which should be back in order. Where is she? But again, I want to just let you know some of these pieces might not be active yet. We're going to activate certain pieces day to day. Some of these pieces are not. Do you need it again, Justin? 683-404. 683-404. It's the DNA Marvel piece. And this is pretty cool because we're gonna have a couple different color executions for you. Oh, it looks like somebody couldn't wait on the double open heart. They got it today. Guys, I'm telling you, you need to wait till tomorrow because the prices will be phenomenal tomorrow. I know a lot of you are looking at the coupon, but you're gonna save more money.
Without it?
Without it. You're gonna save a lot more money without it. I know it's tempting, but use your coupon on other stuff. Go buy sheets and cosmetics and clothing and all that.
That's the thing is, like, go ahead, I mean, anything else you just go to a department store, go ahead and shop on Shop HQ, use that code, utilize the value pays out there, pay it off over the next 6 months.
All right, so they're telling us we have to scoot. These are some of the coolest style executions I've ever seen. It's on a relatively modern, and tell me, Ben, if you want me to come closer. I can come close with this one too, if you want me to. But the DNA has kind of been MIA over the last couple years. We'll see like 1 a year, 2 a year.
Yeah.
And we did one other DNA. I don't know, do you remember when it was? I think it was last week.
It was Batman.
So it was the DC.
Batman and Joker.
We are actually heading into Marvel world here. So I'm wearing Spider-Man. And Ryan has the Punisher, Black Panther, and Captain America. But it's really modern, really lightweight, and the price is going to be fantastic. On Monday. This goes down on Monday.
Okay, on Monday. So this is a collection that we started back in 2012, Kendy, and I believe it was here that we debuted at the warehouse corporate office. And it just was such a huge hit. And if you have a watch that actually has a silicone strap, this actual watch design is responsible for that because we've always and only done silicone straps for the DNA collection. And so we still keep that case size the same. We still keep the design of the case the same along with that strap, but we just simply change up the dials. And to add in Marvel, to be a part of this watch here with the different characters, with Spider-Man, with, you have Iron Man, or you have Spider-Man.
Spider-Man,
with the Punisher and Captain America. All a part of it. Again, another fantastic way for you to be able to add to your Marvel collection along with Invicta.
And by the way, we are actually right now live in the brand new Invicta studios. If you wonder where we are, we're going to be broadcasting live from here Sunday all the way through
Thursday.
And we're going to actually move on to the diamond piece next, Justin, which is right down here. It is, if you need an item number, 682-215, 682-215. So nothing's available yet. I mean, you can go online and overpay if you want to. You will save more money if you wait until tomorrow and Monday and Tuesday. We've already kind of gone over some of our picks for Sunday's show. This is our pick, one of our picks for Monday's show, I believe, at this point. This collection has caught fire this year. We're calling it Diamonds and Ice. And I think part of the reason is they're all limited to 300 made for the world, right?
That's true. So we don't, we don't do large production runs when it comes to these designs out there. So we do make it limited. We're only going to have up to 300. So it's you and 299 other people that will ever have these timepieces. And so I love this, Kendy. I mean, we talk about the Thunderbolt. You're right. It has been a little bit more dormant over the last couple of years. This actually debuted back in 2016, just before the International Watch Fair. So the customers who were the Invicta customers on Shop HQ, they actually got to see this before the whole world got to see this fantastic design of having the larger cable for the first time going around the bezel. But with this design here, we just simply coat that entire dial with all these just beautiful diamonds, as you'll be able to see. And then this blue plating on top of it is just, you just don't see it out there from other watch companies, and you don't see it in such a superior fashion like this. And the other thing too is, I mean, the watch is extremely durable. So as I mentioned, it's the beauty and the brawn that carries up this watch with 500 meters of water resistance.
So Mary, on the Marvel piece, 46 millimeters, really easy to wear on a smaller wrist. And we're going to go to another woman's piece here in just a little bit. Thanos, they want Thanos. Punisher, everyone's loving the DNA. So again, these pieces that we're showing you now are going to launch on Monday. So we're actually, is there another Deadpool piece in the works? Trap wants to know. Jill wants to know.
I haven't heard as of right now, but I'm sure there probably is. I mean, Deadpool has always been popular. Remember, when we get an idea, we just can't manufacture it in a week. I mean, it takes months and months and months, and even sometimes up to a year to be able to get something in. So, and I definitely take down notes. If you have any ideas you want to submit, you can send me a personal email at invictacollectors invictarain@gmail.com. And remember, follow both Kendy and I. We're more active on Instagram. We still go to
Yes.
Facebook, but follow Kendy on Instagram. You have your phone right now. Go ahead and do it. Kendy TV host on Instagram. Follow me, Invicta Ryan. If you want to get highlights of what's going on, some behind the scenes, and then some key items that are going to be coming up here during the show and even down the road with Invicta, give us a follow, please.
Okay, so if you're in meetings with people, they want a Thor, they want Hulk, they haven't seen those in a while. Yep. People want to see Wonder Woman in DNA. I love the idea of Wonder Woman in DNA. And guys, we're going to go to the Bolt Zeus next because that's another brand new piece for the ladies. It's over to your right, Justin. It is 683620, 683620. The studio's pretty amazing. So this is the loft part of the studio, as you can see. And we're going to get up and move our high knees over to the other side, which is kind of, again, yes, no? Okay. All right. So we're going to go over here. Any new automatics coming out, Ryan? I'm sure there are. But we've got to listen. Rick is in the house. We love Rick. Rick is our lighting expert who you see go out live on the air. In fact, he's got his Sea Hunter Gen 2 on his wrist right now.
I saw him eyeing out that Thunderbolt.
You should come in and say hi and wave to everybody, Rick. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's voting for Wonder Woman. Everyone wants new Wonder Womans. All right, so we've got to work on that. So I love this watch. I don't know if you were on the show with me. Were you on the show with me? Within a couple of minutes, this was one of the first Sea Excursions that we brought back in stock. Super cool, super modern. We rebooted this collection with the rose gold and aubergine, and it sold out in like a couple of minutes in June. It will be back on, this is going to be, oh, no, I gave you the wrong item number, Justin. I'm sorry. I'm not sure where I'm going. This is the Sea Excursion, so this is Tuesday night, 679113.
Ends in 113.
679113. All right, so this is Tuesday night, but we're also doing this in a new blue. Does it say in the case back, is this technically another blue label?
It's not the blue, it's not technically blue label.
I like it better than the blue label because of the gold.
Yeah, so we have the gold, but then it looks like a little bit of a khaki for the function pushers and also the crown. So it's a little bit different than what you'll typically find with the blue label collection. But we brought back the Sea Excursion after a number of years, and customers are loving it. So you're getting into a bigger timepiece, a 50 millimeter, in fact, for both these color executions. I think we're just going with blue or rose tone are the two different color choices that you'll be able to see. And even the rose tone has that aubergine or that eggplant color for both the, excuse me, the function pushers, the crown, and also the bezel of the watch.
All right, so you know what they're asking about. They're seeing the clocks behind us. Any news on that Punisher clock?
You know,
that we've been looking at in the studio for months and months and months.
You know what? I had that same question. I haven't gotten an answer on that. Again, another reason to follow, because when I find out that Punisher watch or Punisher wall clock is going up, I will be posting that. And since all of you want to know, you don't want to miss it. So give me a follow on Instagram. We have the handles right down here. Want you to follow at Invicta Ryan on Instagram. Follow Kendy, Kendy TV host on Instagram.
Let's see here. So I think we answered that one. Surges got two Punishers. Definitely wants another Wonder Woman. I'm hearing a lot of Wonder Woman today. Punisher wall clock. So we're going to post and let you know when that happens. I think we've just got one more.
We do have one watch left.
There is going to be a pocket watch automatic coming up, right?
I believe so.
I think there is. So watch our Instagrams for that. So we have one more watch, and I apologize, JP. Now we're going to go to that Bolt Zeus, which is 683620. Marie, is there a name for this particular set? No? We'll just call it the Innovation Set.
I like it.
It's very, very cool. And by the way, Marie, we should show Marie. She probably doesn't want to be on camera, but Marie has made everything look so fabulous here. You know, she doesn't want to be seen. Rick always wants to be seen.
Rick wants to hog the spotlight.
So we're going to go over. There's Rick. Say wave to everybody in YouTube land, Rick. Hey, so Rick, how long have you been lighting with us?
10 years.
10 years. And we've not seen each other since the cruise. And I've missed you so much.
So rough.
And look at that big honkin' watch and bracelet.
Yep.
Which is amazing. So Rick is our lighting director, but he's also one of our best customers as well. So we're gonna head over to the car and take a look at a brand new Bolt Zeus. Now, hydroplated watches have been kind of the it. Plating has been really the story of 2020, and that story is not gonna go away at all. Blue Label was a huge, huge, huge story. as well as all the hydroplated pieces. So we're going to be introducing a brand new hydroplated piece for you in a brand new Bolt Zeus. And we're gonna have it for the ladies and for the guys. And you've been asking for pink, 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 pink. Yep. We finally have the pink available for you. And Rick, everybody says hi. Hi, Rick, hi, Rick, hi, Rick. And we're probably only gonna go for a couple more minutes here because I know we got a really late start. We kept you up late, so let me just remind you, we are gonna be doing our first remote since the cruise. And this is kind of our regular January remote where we're typically in the warehouse. We will not be in the warehouse. It's typically our warehouse clearance event. So we are going to integrate a lot of warehouse clearance items in the shows that start tomorrow night, but Ryan's getting in a big car.
Hey, why not?
But we also have some great innovations coming up. So we'll kick off our show with Invicta Power Play. That's going to be at Shop HQ. That's going to be live at 8 p.m. Eastern. It will be a 3-hour show. I'll be on with Justin, and then Jess Manuel is going to be down here as well. Yep. Daniel Green joins us much later in the week. And again, I know you're going to be really, really, really tempted to use that coupon tonight. I'm going to suggest that you do not. Do you have the pink one? Hand me the pink one, yeah.
Right here.
I'm going to do the pink for the ladies because they've been looking at that. I'm going to suggest that you don't use the coupon tonight because the values that you're going to get tomorrow are going to be much more than 20% off.
Yeah.
I'm just saying much, much, much more. So this next item is going to be the Bolt Zeus. And we will have the 42 millimeter for her. We'll have the full size for him. 3 brand new color executions. Let's see here. Green, gray, and pink. And each of them is going to be a completely different design, but I would say the most highly requested hydroplated that I've had, particularly from the gals, is pink, 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 pink. I'm pretty sure outside of the SpongeBob, this is the only pink hydroplated we've seen. Am I right?
Yeah, that's true. And so, you know, we hear your requests. We try to deliver on them as much as possible. And if you do have any ideas or special requests of what you'd like to see with watches, you can send me an email directly. And that's invictacollectors@gmail.com. So I'd be happy. I have my iPad out with me on every show or my computer, and I always put it in my notes section, and I have dozens and dozens and dozens of different requests that I'll be submitting to the Vice President of Watches over at Shop HQ to be able to try to get some of those great ideas of yours into design. And Kendy, you're right. I mean, we try to be as responsive as possible, and that's why we have this 42 millimeter Bolt Zeus done in that pink sort of graffiti, because we try to be, you guys come up with great ideas. We want to be as responsive to that as possible. But we do have different options in that 42, different options with new graffiti when it comes to the larger size in that standard 52 millimeter.
And yes, this is Ryan's automobile that I fixed the transmission on. A little bit earlier tonight, you know, we got in and you were having a little trouble. And
I wish it was my automobile.
Exactly. So we certainly hope that you've loved this little tour that we've given you. I'd like to also, at some point, Ben, just show this on my wrist real quickly for the ladies, because I know we've been a little remiss in offering great pieces for the ladies as of late. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you especially for your patience, because I know we had some little glitches at the top of the show. We're hoping to do these YouTube shows a lot more. Hopefully in the future, once we get back down or back up to Minnesota, we'll actually do some selling YouTube shows. I know a lot of you were involved in those a number of years ago, so that we will take really, really exclusive, maybe limited edition, maybe assortments that you don't see us do live on the air, and maybe we'll do some selling shows on YouTube like we did back in the olden days. If you like that idea, let us know. I would like to do some themed YouTube selling shows, like really spend the time breaking down chronographs, breaking down bracelets, like literally breaking down bracelets, and doing some themes. So if you have any themes for ideas, certainly, and Ryan, you get a lot of emails, so where can they send ideas to you?
Yeah, so again, if you want to send any ideas to me, you can send it directly to me. My personal email address, it's simply invictacollectors@gmail.com. So again, invictacollectors@gmail.com. I'll check out my email here a little bit later tonight and see what you guys have, and I'll give you a quick respond back and tell them it's a great idea. So
and
we'd love
you
to hear
can,
from you.
yeah, and you can always message me. So on any account, but Instagram is the easiest for me. Go to Kendy TV Host, or if you prefer Facebook, you can do that. So message us. Let us know what kind of themes you would like to see in a YouTube format where we actually break something down, show how it works, show how to fix it, show different movements, and offer you special items that you don't get to see on the air, which is kind of fun, because sometimes if they're super limited, we don't have time to do that. So I'm going to give a couple more shout outs, and then we should probably start wrapping this up. What do you guys think? Again, thank you so much to John and Jill and Rico and Vinny and Gary the Fireman and Enrique, who I don't think I've seen on here before. Enrico has 2 Pro Divers, a Punisher, Gen 3, and the list goes on and on and on. To Brian and Bearded Servant, and John X and Bob Cohen. So if you really, really love this format, I love this format because we can chat with you back and forth as well. Please jot us notes, let us know, send us messages. So we go live here from the brand new Invicta studios. We will be inside and out for 5 days. We kick this off tomorrow night with Invicta Power Play, 8 p.m. Eastern. It'll be a 5-hour, I believe, kickoff. Justin Zimmer is going to be here. Jess Manuel is going to be here. Daniel Green will be here later in the week as well. Follow us on our social media. Kendy TV host, Invicta Ryan. Any final words? What are you the most excited about for the event?
You know what? I'm just excited to be here at the brand new studio and then being part of the innovation event with all the new different designs are coming out. And then, of course, the warehouse clearance that we've had for years and years. So here's the thing. It's an exciting show. It is always one of our most popular remote broadcasts during the course of the year. We're changing it up and making it even better for you. So try to tune in and see what we have available for you.
And thanks to Mary and Tim and Cheyenne and Steve and all of you. We love you guys. We will see you live from the brand new, live from Florida, from the brand new Invicta Studios. 8 p.m. Eastern is when we're going to kick it off. And again, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see if we can't do this more often. Visit with you guys more often. Take care, guys.
All right, take care, you guys.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.